Hey, what's up, guys? I was going to tell you about a crazy story that I had a few months back. Because I've been doing lawn care for like the last 13 years, and most customers are fine. 99.9% of customers are fine, but then you have some of those people who are just like absolute batshit crazy. And so this is one of those times. So I had this guy as a customer for about a year, uh, and one day he asked me. He was like, "Hey, I want to like a um, above ground pool, and we're thinking about buying a above ground pool, and here in a few months, and I was wanting to get a price from you." And I'm like, okay. And so he's like, here's what we're wanting to do. We're getting like a 10 by 20 foot pool, um, and we're just wanting you to like take out the grass, level it, put some sand under there, and then also we have like a driveway, like a little patio area in the backyard, and we're wanting you to also level that so we can put down these little stones. And I said, okay. And so I went out there and measured it, and I told him, here's the crazy thing. I actually have a customer. This just so happened to just happen. I have a customer who's like moving to Colorado, because this is Texas, for example. He's moving to Colorado like in another month, and he told me that he was going to give me his pool because he has like around the same dimension pool. And I told this guy, I told him it was going to be about $1,100 to do the whole thing. And I told him, here's the thing, since the guy's going to give me the pool, I'll just give you the pool. You know what I mean? I was just trying to be a nice guy and everything, because I could have basically just got the pool sold on Craigslist, like brand new with the ladders and stuff. They go for about like $1,200. I could have probably sold for like $400. But I just went ahead and was a nice guy, and I said, I'll give you the pool for free. And he says, yeah, that sounds good. When can you do it? And so I told him how the schedule was. It was like another 2 weeks, right? And he says, yeah, that's cool. Just show me the pictures of the pool and everything. How good of a condition it is. I said, it's a really good condition. Like, it's because it's been sitting in the guy's yard with, it's always clear. The kids are playing in it. It has these big ladders in there too. He comes with the guy ended up giving me the pool pump, both of the ladders, all these kind of things, right? And so we did the job for this guy. We leveled the ground, put like a ton of sand, all that kind of stuff. Did it really, really good. And then, of course, I went ahead and got the pool. I took the pool over to his house in my trailer like a week before, and he had it in his garage, and we set the pool up and everything. And then we also did the patio like he wanted to, and we went ahead and put those stones down that he wanted. And so, for example, we did the pool. It looked good. We got the levels out. We leveled the ground, and then we leveled the pool. We put the levels on top of the little metal things, the posts and stuff, all around the pool to make sure it's all level. And we got everything done. And this guy gave me 1,100 cash, right? Which is good, because I just told him the price and said I'm gonna throw the pool in for free. He agreed to it. I didn't twist anybody's arm or anything. He agreed to the thing right then and there. You know what I mean? And I was just wanting to be a nice guy and just throw the pool in, because I could have very well just told him it's $1,100 and not even said nothing about that other guy. And so we put the pool in, everything. It was perfect. And then we actually do some neighbors on the same street. So, but we also did this guy's house every single week, right? He wanted his grass perfect. And so, like 2 weeks went by, and pretty soon this guy, he texted me out of the blue. He says, hey, Casey, I want to terminate the contract. And of course, me being the kind of guy who, when something goes wrong, I don't start begging the customer. I'm just like, oh, okay, that's fine. Just pay there's one invoice due. I'll just say that kind of thing, because what always happens is, all these years, if you do something wrong and, you say, hey, in my experience, you say, hey, what's going on? All these things, all they just do is just get defensive. So I just kind of blew it off like, okay, you got somebody else or whatever. And so I just texted him, yeah, okay, that's fine. there's just one bill due, and that's when he says, "You're fired." He texted me, "You're fired," and I'm thinking, okay, that's weird, and I didn't say nothing back to this guy, and he didn't pay the bill for like another 2 weeks, right? And we do a neighbor's down a few houses away, and I saw him like 2 weeks later, and this guy, or no, okay, what happened was I texted him that I said he texted me, "You're fired," and I said, "What are you guys talking about?" And he goes, "Karma's a bitch." That's what he texted me. "Karma's a bitch." And I was thinking, like, what the hell is this guy doing? Is he drunk or what? And so 2 weeks later, I saw him again, and he was outside doing something in his car or whatever. And I went over to him and I said, "Hey, man," not being nothing. I'm not going over to him crazy or anything. I said, "Hey, man, what were all those text messages?" And he just goes, "You know what all those text messages are. This guy's all shaking like a leaf, like that. His hands are all shaking." And I'm like, he goes, "You know what those are. You know what I'm talking about." And I said, "Dude, what are you talking about?" And he goes, "You know why." And I said, "No." And he goes, "The pull you put in, the little clips." He says, you left off a few little clips from that thing, and the thing is the walls of it are like kind of like down like this." And he goes, "And I had to go buy $100 in clips or $80 in clips or something like that." He goes, "I had to go buy $80 in clips and put the clips on there." He goes, you wanted to destroy my pole or something like that." And I said, "Why would I destroy your pole when I gave it to you? It doesn't make any sense." And he goes, "Anyway, you're fired." And he goes, "You do really, really bad work." And I said, "Dude, I gave the pool to you. What do you, like, I mean, I'm not like a professional guy who puts up pools and stuff, but you're saying I put the pull up wrong and all that kind of stuff." He goes, "Yeah, you did it. You did it knowingly. You knowingly did it." And he goes, "I gave you 1,100 cash off the books." And I was like, "Well, I didn't tell you to do that, though. Like, we agreed on the price, and I gave you the pool for free." And he was like, "Well, here's the thing. The guy gave you that pool for free, so it doesn't matter." And I was just like, "Okay, there's nothing really for me to say." And I just was like, "Okay." And he goes, "Get out of here. I don't ever want to see you again. Just you do really shitty work. Like, get the fuck away from me." And I was like, "Okay, whatever." And I was just kind of like severely thrown off by that. I even told my wife, I was like, "This is crazy." And I told her the story, and she was like, "Yeah, that is crazy." And so I just figured I'd share that with you guys. Crazy story.